What's up, people? It's your boy Big Don back again with another episode on Illuminated Show. As Illuminators, we keep shining light on the youth for them to be exposed to the world. And without wasting much of the time, today's episode I'm with a very talented artist. She's a singer, she's a rapper, she's everything. So without wasting much of the time, help me welcome ZIAN. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
I know you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. A little bit of rescheduling here and there, but we're here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So ZIAN, on all socials, you're ZIAN ZS. SZ.
Yeah.
What do those letters stand for?
So they mean the she Zion. So ZIAN, the she Zion, the female mountain of Zion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or maybe a Zambian sensei.
I know, that's why a lot of people thinking it was like Zambian sensei or something. Like, where did that come from?
Because I had a rapper, yeah?
No, come on.
Yeah. Alright, I want you to teach him how to rap. Because like in my near future I want to start music, you know?
Okay. So, I don't know how to teach people because I was born like this. It's like teaching people how to
find ways and means how to.
Yeah, it's like teaching people how to breathe. For me, rapping is like breathing. You know what I mean? So yeah. I don't even know where to start from when it comes to like teaching how to rap. I mean, you gotta rhyme. That's one. I mean, that's a given. And then you gotta rap on beat. I don't know how to teach you that. Like, how can you just like teach someone how to like rap on beat?
On beat.
Yeah.
You can.
So like, I don't know how you do that. Like, because it just happens for me naturally. So I don't do like. It's not like I learned. Okay, I think I'm still adding on my talents. Yeah. I'm still learning new things, like how to do certain rhyme schemes and stuff, and those are self-taught situations. Because I'm a self-taught rapper, so teaching other people to rap. I teach people how to write songs. Yeah, because I do.
I think we can start from that, writing. Then I'll pick it up from that.
Yeah, so I teach people how to write songs on my socials. I don't even know where that came from, but I think my socials are a reflection of who I am. So when there's no like gimmick when it comes to my socials. So I just put anything that just, as long as it sounds like me, I'm gonna put it out there. So I love fashion, I love music, and so when you look at my page, that's what you're gonna find. Yeah.
So what made you fall in love with Zamro? Because that's one thing I've discovered about you.
Yeah, I think I made a video. I made a whole entire video explaining why Zamro. Like I made a whole video. I don't know if it went far or not, but I made a video. I think it was early this year when I think I just started getting to let's say discovered by my music, and a lot of people are asking me, why traditional music, why don't you do Afro pop? Because a lot of people said in Afro pop there's some sort of profit. You can make money from Afro pop, so you have to do Afro pop. If you're a person who's doing music, just get into the mainstream, you know, so that people can push you, maybe you can get international. But for me, music, like I told you, like I can't teach you what I do because I just breathe, you know. So for me, I want to be able to do music even like 20 years from now, 30 years from now. So for me, it's about doing something I love, like, and I'm not doing this for people at all. Like, I'm doing it for the people that are going to go and support whatever it is, the initiative that I'm doing in my music. They F with that. Like, that's the thing that they love, you know. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing it to please anybody. So when people tell me that, no, you need to do this and that's when you're gonna blow up, that's not the goal. The goal is to get my music out there, and the goal is for hip-hop. Because like hip-hop for me is at the core of my being. I know I could rap, I know I could sing, I know I could change up and become a whole entire singer and get away with the rapping.
How do you manage to do it? The jack of all trades.
Is this the same thing that I'm talking about? I don't know. I managed to do that. Okay, anyway, so for me, it's about doing both, you know. How I managed to do that is just, I'm able to do it.
Yeah?
I'm just able to do it. So why not? Is the question that I ask myself. If I'm able to do it, who says I shouldn't? You know? Because people are saying, it's the same thing with content creation. Because when I started doing like skits on my TikTok and my Facebook, a lot of people started saying, you should stick to just music. You know, don't do that. Question is, why not? You know, like if you're able to do something, you don't stop when people tell you to stop. So if I'm able to do, when I'm given a talent, I want to leave this world empty. I do not want to leave this world with anything that I'm able to do. If I'm able to do something, I would do it. Yeah, and I think that's the drive, you know what I mean? That's just the drive.
Oh. So what are some of your biggest influences like in Zamrock?
In Zamrock, yeah. So basically, when I was talking about what I talked about earlier this year on why I got into Zamrock. So Zamrock for me, it's something I found along the way. I've talked about my sabbatical period, and I think that's what my new song is going to be talking about. My sabbatical period was a time when I went off the grid, because any people who are my OG listeners, the people that listen to my music, like the OGs, would know that I was basically doing music about 3 years ago. I was on the space. I was doing songs with the likes of Msepela Chile. Is when I knew him. I did a song with Josie, Steve-O. That was 3 years ago. I was coming up.
You've been here for a minute, eh?
I've been here for a minute. That was like 2020, 2021, somewhere there. I was dropping music. I was well on my way. However, there was no sense of identity. I was just doing anything and everything. Whatever it is that I could do, I was doing. It's the same thing. I have the same problem. So there was no sense of identity. So I used to do an Afropop. So if you look, the one I did with Msepela Chile was a trap song. The one I did with Josie was Afrobeats. The one that I did with Steve-O was hip hop. And so you understand there is just no cohesion whatsoever. So I think I stumbled upon a mentor, because what I was doing at that time was I didn't want to just say, no, I want to do music, I just want to do music. I kept on performing for shows, and they never even used to pay me, but I just wanted to perform, you know.
That's
so
for the culture, yeah?
Yeah, just for myself. It's the same thing. I was just performing, and there was a time I was invited for a show that was supposed to pay me. They said, we're gonna pay you, don't worry, you can come. And I'm like, cool, no problem, because I was just like performing at that time. I think tracking it back, let's just track it back before how I arrived to Zamrock. So before the time that I was doing shows, I was under management, Uzi Africa. Yeah, Uzi Africa was managing my music at that time. So they paid for the features, you know. And then because of Uzi Africa, I got also discovered by a Zambian who was living in the USA by the name of Martin. And he formed this group called South XX Nation. And in that group, we were James JR, me, Nash, Mel G. I'm trying to remember the rest of the guys that were in there, but they were all guys. I was the only girl. So the group wasn't, it was a time when James JR was also not known as much. He was just coming up. And then James JR got to feature, I don't know if that's the time that he got to be signed under Paliso. I don't know for sure. But like they paid a feature for him to feature, I think it was J Cash or Dismo. I don't know if between the two. And then I was paid to feature Josie and then feature Steve-O through that. And that was going to be my breakout moment, you know what I mean? So fast forward, during that time, I didn't know who I was. I was just like 15, 16 at that time. I was like 15, 16, I think.
Doing music?
Yeah, when I started doing that music, I was like 16, maybe turning 17, So, like that time was like, oh my God, I'm finally going to make it. And all of a sudden, things just come crashing down. Somebody went and told the guy in the USA that the money that I was given for my music video, I ate it and shot a mediocre one. And he went ballistic, because out of everybody, he had invested more in me, because he really thought I was going to make it, you know. And from that, he felt betrayal. So he literally just said, you know what, ZIAN, I'm not going to work with you no more. And that's how the opportunity died. Like, it died. Honestly, I felt like killing myself. I was like, God, Lord, the depression, you know. After that time, I think I never stopped though. I was still with Uzi Africa. I kept on telling him we have to keep on putting out music. But then I think managerial wise and me, we just didn't mix. So I had to leave, you know.
Did you find out the person who did that?
I know the person who did that. That mug is famous too. And I'm not going to mention names. But I know who did it. Like,
you know? But
then I forgave them. You know, even if I met them today, I wouldn't hold anything on them.
No, as you said, beef pitirize.
No. I'm not a person who holds grudge, because not forgiving someone just keeps them in control. I'm not gonna give you that control. You know what? There's one thing that God says is His, and He says vengeance is His. So when it comes to revenge, I'm not gonna do that. God's gonna deal with you one way or the other. And trust me, God dealt with this person, and I felt so sorry for him. You know. So I was just like, you know what? It's cool. I'm just gonna keep on. So I kept on doing shows from that time, just performing. When they come into a place, they want to open for someone, I am there, because I just wanted to stay in the faces of people. And from there, I think I performed with K Figo. We did a donation at a school, giving sanitary wear to kids. And I performed for the girls. I think that's the show I'll always remember, because they didn't know who the heck I was, but I performed and they were like so amazed. They gave me this exercise book and they wanted me to give them an autograph. That was so crazy for me, because I was just like, damn, this is the first time I felt something, because I'm still broke. After that time, after I got discovered by like one of the girls who was at the same squad, at the same school, she was a model. She wasn't learning at the school. She was one of the girls who was giving the donations. So she was like, hey, we're gonna be having a pageant like next month, and I think we're gonna pay you for that, so you should come. How much would you? And they were like, we'll give you a 1K. That's 2020. 1K is a lot of money.
2020.
That's a lot of money in 2021, yes. So I got that. I was like, yo, I am there, okay? So I called her a week before the show, because some days had passed, and she said she forgot about me. And so they didn't keep the money. And she said, you can still come, but we'll just give you transport. I'm like, screw the road, you know what I mean? At this point, I feel like the road is trying to F with me with someone or the other. But then I went and performed. I went there, and I was told a big artist came before me, and he came drunk. So he performed, it was lousy, people hated it. And then I performed after that. After I performed, I didn't even think about it. I just left, because that's what I was doing. Just performing, go. I performed and I left. And then a weird number, because I knew from the same person who used to sponsor me from the USA, the +1 Chan, that this is USA, right? And so a number from the USA texted me. He's like, hey, I heard you shut down the show tonight. That was amazing. I'm like, who the hell is this? It's a scammer. And he's like, no, I'm the owner of the show you were performing at. And my name is Abo. I live in the USA. Would you like mentorship? I'm like, this is a scam. I don't want to deal with y'all. No. And I was so very distant from him, but he kept on proving to me that this is what you need to do. So the first thing he told me to do was script everything you're doing. Just stop. Like everything you're doing, stop. Stop going to the studio, doing what you're doing, just stop. I'm like, this guy is crazy. You don't know how much I have done? He's like, no, you're gonna stop doing features, because that's not gonna take you anywhere. And he said, if you really want to, what is your dream? And I told him what I wanted to be. And he said, if that's your dream, let's stop whatever it is that you're doing, and let's get into the booth and let's refine your sound. And so for 2 years, I was at Stash's studio with Nello Beats. We were just creating music non-stop, like for 2 years, just creating music. I have about 50 or 40 music songs somewhere there that just packed. And it was every time we make a song, we send to him, he says he hates it. We go back and make something else. We go back and make something else. And he said, look,
it's hard being an artist.
And we kept on creating. I
won't join you guys. I won't join you.
No, I'm serious. Like, so we had to go back, make the music. And then he was like, as you're making music, understand what music is. Because you can't be a person who's part of an industry you know nothing about. So go back to the history. So we started listening to songs from the 1800s. That's when I discovered like Lauryn Hill. I was like, whoa, damn, this woman. And she's like one of the pioneers of like female rap. And Missy Elliott, Eve. I started listening to the likes of because there's like female MCs, Queen Latifah. I'm like, damn, okay, so jazz and everything. And so he's like, now you've gone out there, center it back to Africa. And that's when I started listening to old Zambian music. And so I started listening to Kalindula, like just the whole week, just listening to Kalindula. My mom was like, you're gonna become old. Like, like what the hell is wrong with you? And I feel like that time is when I was like, I found my sound. I love this. And it was like a utopia for me, because I'm like, that's what Sample the Great is doing. That makes so much sense right now. Like, you know what, everything was...
And so many people like sleep on it.
Yeah, I'm just like, I know, that's what you're doing, man. That's what you're doing. And that's when I started listening to Sample the Great like a hell bunch. Because she was the person that I could now listen to the current version and still married whatever it is that I found that I was really, really loving. And so I listened to her albums, her singles, everything that she was doing, and I'm like, this is the path that I want to take. And so for me, it was the inspiration from the past and the present, which is her. That's what led me to this path of like, you know what, I just want to do tribal music, because at the end of the day, if we as Zambians don't create our own sound, because we don't have, let's say, we do, I think now we do kind of have a sound of our own. Yeah, you know, but Kalindula is dying. That's the thing, you know. So we need like a new wave of people who kind of like regenerate that. And so that's why I'll mix with the likes of like drums, because that's what he's doing. Tribal music, still marrying the past and the present. So that's why Zamro, you know. I know that was a long answer, but for you to understand.
It's a long answer.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah, very.
So okay, what made you start doing music now?
Itself.
How did you get started?
Okay, so music has always been a part of my life and my family. I grew up in a household like people just love music. My mom was in a choir, like people was just doing music. Like my uncles would play guitars, yada yada yada. Like these are people who are like, because it was like an extended family. My mom used to travel out a lot, so she would leave me with my aunties and uncles. So they basically raised me. In fact, they treated me like a younger sister more than like a niece or nephew or something. So being part of that kind of setup, already music wasn't strange for me. And then I think it's always been an innate thing in me. Looking at people on TV, when I used to watch music videos, if you ever been in a space where it feels like this is where I want to be. I don't know if you've ever felt that feeling. That's what I felt from day one. From day one, I can remember the time I wrote my first song when I was 7 years old.
7 years old?
Like, yeah. it was for Sunday school. Yeah, but they used it. Yeah, they used the song. I remember the song.
In church?
Do I remember the song? Yeah, in church. Yeah. I remember I wrote the song when I was 7 years old.
Do you remember the song?
Do I remember the song? I don't remember it quite well. It feels blurry. I've written too many songs now. Like, I wish I recorded it, you know? Yeah, but yeah, I did like my first song when I was 7 years old, and I just knew it's either I'm gonna be on TV, it's either whatever it is, it has to do with media. So yeah, I did do TV. I was a presenter for like the first part of like after I got out of high school. I used to do like TV presenting on movie TV. Then I went and did something with Diamond TV, and then went on radio for like 2 whole years. You know, like I have been doing that stuff, and those are the things that I just dreamt of. So when I started music, first time I wrote a song, first time I got into the studio was in 2019 or 2018. But during this time I was always writing songs. I had a diary. I had diaries, in fact, where I used to just write songs.
Albums after albums.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I can sing those songs now.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
But anyway, that's when I started doing the music.
Yeah. Okay, I've been waiting for us since the part 4. When are you dropping the part 4? I know
part
it's
4,
done,
Lauren
but
Hill part 4.
Part 4.
Yeah.
We still want to be fed.
I'm gonna drop the part 4 for Lauren Hill, I think, on my Instagram.
Yeah?
I'm gonna drop that on my Instagram. The whole full version, I'm gonna drop it on my Instagram after I finish my next release.
Next release. Let's talk about your next release. Like, I'm ready. Like I saw it yesterday. You posted it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
So like, what's the concept behind the song?
Okay, so I'm Ready comes from the story that I just told you. Because it was from the songs that we created, part of the 50 songs we created. The song is supposed to talk about the fact that during the time when I was about to blow, you know, I always thought that I was ready. Like I always thought that I was ready. Like I'm ready. You had to notify these niggas, like these rappers. Like, okay, I'm baked now. No, I'm ready.
So I feel she's coming for you, She's coming for you.
I feel like I've baked for long now. I feel like I've been baking for a very long time, and for the first time, I really do feel like now is the right time for me to really get out in the mainstream and try to get my music out. So the concept comes from the fact that it's been a long time coming, like years on years, and pondering upon like different things, just trying to like push on things. And now I really feel like, okay, now the time is right. It's just right for me to do this thing.
What should we expect? Which ZIAN?
So
The
you guys are gonna
singer,
get
the rapper.
no, they're gonna get more of the rap this time. But if you saw the cover, it's a little bit changy, Yeah, the concept is behind. I love the culture of like the karate culture, like martial arts, because there's a lot of discipline that comes into that. You go into hibernation, seclusion, and that's what they go through. And so I was taking inspiration from that because that's what I went through, but music-wise, you know, going back, training until you actually get out there. So the concept is around the Asian culture because I feel like it does represent a lot of discipline, but of course the sound itself still sounds drummy and zamrock. Yeah, but the visuals are gonna be like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you more because I want you guys to see the video first. Yeah.
For January?
Yeah, that's January. That's next week.
Next week.
I don't know when this is gonna come out, but next week is like January.
Alright.
Yeah.
Patiently waiting for that.
Yeah.
To see the new ZIAN, who is baked. Okay, let's talk about how you got featured on Dreams and what? The DJ Zangaman.
Oh, Young and Ready.
Yeah, young and Ready. Yeah.
Young and Ready was I think for me the Young and Ready thing is because the fact that I have affiliation with Pauly G.
Yeah.
So G was like, I've sent you beats, put a verse. I'm like, what? Like this, I get put right now. I'm like, bro, why are you so much in a rush? He's like, can you do it right now? Where are you? I'm like, I'm at work. He's like, when you come out from that side, come here and start recording. I'm like, what is going on? So I get there, we finish recording. Next week, I'm like, there's a whole list of people that are going to be on the album. I'm like, yo, why didn't you tell me this is what it's for? Because that's like you just use people's vocals. Like
I saw you got featured on 3 tracks.
Yeah, like two tracks. Yeah, two tracks. The opening one, the Young and Ready one, and the Mukango, which is weird because I already have a song called Mukango by myself. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Featuring 76 drums.
Yeah, that's the one I have 76 drums on it.
I know that song. It's a good song.
Yeah. But anyway, it was good to listen to other people's verses on that stuff because people were rapping as if it's a cipher, you know what I mean? I was just like, I'm glad I brought my A game. Because I was almost like, am I writing? I think I'm overwriting. You know, when sometimes you're writing, I feel like, I think I pass up on a rickshaw because I'm but yeah, but then after that, I was just like, I'm glad I didn't drop the ball because people in there were rapping, you know? Yeah.
Stuff. Being an artist is tough. I don't wish to be one.
I thought you said you wanted to be one.
No. Like from your explanation and
no, because people think it's easy. Like when you look at being an artist, you're like, we have to studio, you post the song, then people like, no, bro. Because when you post a song, you're not guaranteed people gonna listen to that stuff. Also, you don't know whether people are gonna hate it. Because like the Lauryn Hill got me so much backlash I was not expecting. Half people were thinking I'm AI.
Yes.
They thought I was AI.
That was hard.
Like I was crazy because I'm like AI.
How did you feel, man?
No, because I was just shocked. Honestly, I looked after I saw the comments. I went back to the video. I'm like, what about this says AI? Like the way it sounds. Because everyone was just like, it's AI, right? I'm like, it's not AI. For the people listening, it's not AI.
Me.
Bro, you just don't know how much work went into that because it's not AI, you know. And other people are like, it's a contrast between rapping in English that has gotten me more negative comments than just being myself, because my rap is a reflection of how I talk. I mix all 3 different cultures that I was raised with, you know, because I was born in the Copper Belt, raised in Lusaka, and the spaces that I've been in both in the suburbs and the ghetto. So you're gonna get the fusion of everywhere that I've lived. So when you hear me speaking ghetto, it's probably because of the kabanana in me.
The kabanana.
Yeah. Kabanana chazanga, in fact, that area outside. You know, like it's that.
I haven't seen the Coppola side of you.
The Coppola side of me, like I rap in Coppola a lot, you know what I mean? But the thing is, it's because I came out of Coppola when I was too young.
Every time I hear people like mention Coppola, it's just that part.
So before they say, no, I ain't gonna do that stuff. No, I'm sorry, just like no, okay, I'm just saying. I don't want to look like a fool, you know. Like if I don't know what I'm doing, I'd rather just not do it. Okay. I know it might be profitable to link into that culture, but if I'm not really like, let's say, very much exposed to that, I'd rather just not, support people who actually do that, like who are born and bred by corporate boat. I was born there but bred here. Yeah,
I get the point. So are there any collaboration or projects you're working on?
Yeah, I'm working on a project right now. Don't really want to talk about the project itself because it's still in the pipelines. Don't want to jinx it. But collaborations wise, a hell lot of collaborations. It's just about tying the loose strands here and there. I understand most of my fan base wants me to drop as much as I can, but at the end of the day, I'm a person of let's say I want things to come up a certain way, and I have standards that I also want my fans to be appreciative. Like when I drop something, it's going to be top class. So that's why sometimes for me dropping doesn't take, it's not that fast for me. So even the features, well, they're taking some time because there's some things here and there that we have to clear up. So they're going to be out.
All right, describe your creative process when writing music.
So creative process, the first thing I have to think about is a story. I love to think about a story behind something, and I found that it's easier for me to make a chorus, like on the spot. Like right now I can make a chorus, like as long as there's this, you give me a title, you give me a story. Like I have a story right now, like let's say it's about grass. I'll be like, fine, I can make a chorus about grass. You know what I mean? So for me, it's making a chorus is easy, but the rap, I really have to think about it. I really have to think about it because I love to tell stories with every sentence. And I think it needs a little bit of dissection for you to get what I'm saying. So there's a rap that I did recently. It's called Helium. So the first part of the verse goes like, Nafiarile kukasuba, ichalo chafumine na maluba, intanda chafumine kumaloba. So now you're supposed to start thinking about the fact that, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. So what I mean is, like, I was born from the sun. The ground was full of flowers, and then the stars came from the ground. That's what he's saying. So you have to think about that. So I have to think about that stuff. I have to think about that stuff. Like even in certain verses, like I'm like, this has pitted people, but you need a lot of dissection to actually get it. Like let's say the Young and Ready verses. I don't know which one it is. I can do the Young and Ready one, or maybe Mukango. Oh yeah, Mukango. So Mukango says, Mwana Mukango wazuka waleta manta kunjati. That means the child of the lion is born and brought fear to the what's this? What you call it? A buffalo. Yeah. Mikonkomozo mwemu kumva zaleta kumi kabili, as in the rows that you listens have brought 10 twice, which is 20. Like you gotta have to like think about this stuff, and you don't really just like drop those things. And because like you can rapping without thinking is like so easy, because I can just go blah blah like a star or my la like that's crazy. And that doesn't make any sense. But I understand that we don't have the modes in Zambia yet, like creatives who go and listen to lyrics and try to break them down. But I'm writing for such a time when people start looking back at the music that I made, and they want to think about like, this is what she was saying when she was saying this. Yeah,
I think you can do that yourself. Like.
No. I think it's just a lot of work, because I do a lot of verses. I just go like, guys, so what I meant when I said, ma'am, you know what I mean? So like, it's the same thing. Like sometimes I use my raps to answer to comments that I hear, like on social media. Like in the same Young and Ready, when I was like, what's this? Like, what did I talk about? It was like my like lulimi at mano mona fempumi lulimi ruakoshen kuni, So like look at the knowledge. Just look at my forehead. Yeah. I was born and bred by communities of people that relate to my life. They think the poverty is not me, but I've been there. But then the way I put it in the verse is like a whole different way. So my creative process is about hiding the obvious in the not so obvious. It sounds good to the ear, but if you have an ear to actually listen to what I'm saying, it would give you like some sort of meaning.
Now, like, I'm beginning to think here. There's so much, like, she's too dated, man, for her age, man.
What the? What you mean?
Like, you have so much knowledge, man. For your age.
No. I think what happens is life is what's gonna teach you. You're gonna have more knowledge when you have lived different versions of yourself.
Yeah.
Because I have been at the moments where my family had enough to provide for me.
Yeah.
I've also lived in a moment where our family was homeless.
Yeah.
I've lived in a moment where my music felt like it was the thing that gave me life, and I've also lived in a moment where the music was about to kill me, you know. So like I've been through different types of versions of life, and when you get to understand certain things, and also reading books, like you get to have so much information about certain stuff, and it makes you just arrive in a different way. Yeah.
I see. Because that's so much knowledge, man. I'm learning, man. For real. So like what inspires you as an artist, and what drives your creativity?
I think what drives me is music itself. Like my drive is the music. Like I love creating music. You don't know how much I love I just love creating in general. It's fun for me. Like if this wasn't fun, I would have stopped doing it years ago, because trust me, this is a money sucker. Like if you have money and you don't know how to spend it, start doing music. It will eat your money. Like it will suck you dry, especially when you're starting out like me, you know. Because now I'm in the space of people expect so much, but I don't even have the resources to do so. Because mind you, I'm an independent.
How do you handle the pressure?
Handling the pressure for me is just like going into seclusion and praying, guys. Like if you don't have God in your life doing this, okay, be my guest. Be my guest, because you have to go down on your knees and start praying again, you know, and just ask for guidance from God. Because how do I cope with this? By myself? I could not. There's so many moments where I would have just gone like, okay, God, in name, peace. Because like the betrayal that I've gotten so much from the music space, the hurt that this thing has given me, the thing that I love the most, it's like squeezing a bottle that has been cut, and it's just cutting you deeper the more you squeeze at it, you know. And that's how it feels, like holding into the music. It's taking my money, it's taking my peace. Why do I keep doing this? And it's only because God, like if he didn't show me a vision of where I'm going to be, trust me, without vision I'll just be like,
that's what like I've come to like to know, that gift or talent comes from God. Because most of artists, when asked them how did you start your music? I started from church.
Church.
I was a choir member. Like everything starts from comes from God.
I think God really does, and when he gives you something, he also gives you the strength to handle it. So if you are failing to handle something and you don't have strength to do it, perhaps it's you just forcing things. Because I do understand that the music space is so lucrative for so many people, and they feel like it's a space where you want to go because you look at the fame and that's what you want to do. But if you're not called to this, it will drown you. You know, there are a lot of musicians that have blown up. There are a lot of people and how many people have died from suicide, taken up by drugs. It's because you're trying to do this thing that is so, because you know music is spiritual, you know. It's so divine. This thing is not something you just don't play with, you know. And so you're doing something that is of the creator, because when you're a creative, you're a direct reflection of God, because God is a creator. So you're easily able to create because you're a child of God, right? And if you try to move out of his purpose and do it out on your own, congratulations, man. You just signed up for effed up your life.
That's why you miss it.
That's why you miss it, man.
All right. I think you've talked a lot,
Yeah.
About that time, give us something.
Yo, no.
Give us something.
My God.
Our guest.
My God.
4 bars, 10 bars, but I know you don't disappoint. You can give us 700 bars.
Abby, I don't do bars, my G. Don't do bars. I'm trying to think about what I'm supposed to do right now, because my brain is fried. I've done a lot of talking that my verse doesn't even. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think about what I could do. Damn. Fried. Shit. Like I'm literally fried. I'm telling you the truth. I'm trying to think about like what I could do right now, but my brain is like fried.
Right.
Maybe it's because I'm on the sun.
I think so.
Yeah, but anyway, for those that want to hear me rap, the song's coming out 4th of January.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Hope y'all ready for the song called I'm Ready. It's gonna be like a very big song. It will be a big event. Liana is coming. Kendrick, Drake,
Justin Bieber is coming.
Right.
All right. So, like, do you have any word for the viewers or your supporters, your fans?
I think for my fans is give me patience, y'all. Give me grace. I'm trying to do the best that I can, and also I'm only human. And when you find me in the public, just treat me like a normal human being, because I'm just normal. You know, I try my best to be like down to earth, because at the end of the day, that's what I gotta do. And also, I think to my fans, it's been great. You know, I've had so many people supporting my music. It feels surreal right now because I've been doing this alone for a very long time, and now it feels like I have a big family, just like, you know, supporting me through everything. So to my fans, like, big kudos, you know, big shout out. Like, you guys are the day ones. You're the reason why I keep doing music, even if I only have 5 of y'all left. Like, you're the same reason I'm gonna get in the booth, paying all this money just for me to do the video. I'm gonna do what I can. So
that's wonderful. So which artist would you like to see here next?
Which artist would you like to see? I think you guys should check out Psyche. Yeah, y'all should check out Psyche. She's amazing.
All right, should do it. So everybody, we have come to the end of today's episode. So from me and the Illuminated team and ZIAN, it's a bye-bye.